the master nerds right now.
Yeah,
like
I know how long it takes to do.
Earlier in the film, he did say earlier in the film that he was gonna get like the skeleton of it ready, and that Peter would help him with the rest of it.
All right,
so that
all
might
right.
make it a little bit more plausible.
Slightly.
Anyway.
I'll give you a pass. Strict. I'll give you a pass. Serious product placement for Legos.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
All right. Well, I know that your time is limited here, so we're gonna start wrapping it up. This was kind of a weird conversation. And
I hope you can
quite
edit
as
this
deep
down
as-
into something that
into
makes
some
some
of the-
sort of sense.
It'll be fine, like, because the bad stuff is great big chunks. In more ways than one.
It's basically the big chunks where you're talking. I'll just edit you out. It's fine.
All right. Well, as we like to do at the end of each episode, we have some guaranteed good news. And in keeping with sort of things that are strange and a little bit awkward.
But the Cobra Kai thing wasn't the guaranteed good news?
What's that?
I said what, the Cobra Kai series wasn't guaranteed good news?
No. No.
I'm just imagining your side eye to me right now.
You got a serious sidelong glance on that.
Oh,
one.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but no, this is an interesting story about paper. And that's a sentence that's never been said before.
Except maybe in the 1600s.
Yeah. But anyway, so like we all know, like, you know, use less paper, save the trees, yada, yada. That's great. So here's something that's almost as, if not at least as ubiquitous as wood, that you can also make paper out of. And in Estonian, they have a saying that you can't make bread out of crap.
Oh, is this going where I think it's going?
Probably.
Okay.
But apparently you can make paper out of crap.
All right.
Because a lot of animals, a lot of animals like eat sort of
Fiber.
like this woody substance, and they have, it's very fibrous, and like all of the sort of processing of that goes on in their stomach is apparently not dissimilar to the way that wood fiber is treated to create cellulose. And yeah, so let's see, where is it? At the University of Vienna, they have created a way to produce paper from animal poop. What they say, what the Dr. Alexander Bismarck says, is that animals eat low-grade biomass containing cellulose. They chew it and expose it to enzymes and acid in their stomach, and then produce manure. And depending on the animal, up to 40% of that manure is cellulose, which is then really accessible. The final product, it can actually be even superior in quality to paper produced in the conventional fashion.
Wow. That's very interesting.
So there you go. Sometime in the future, you might have paper made not of wood, but made of animal dung.
While you're going through this story, the only thing that I can think of is the scene from American Psycho where the guys are talking about how each one of their business cards is really nicer than the other. Like, oh, that's a really nice herringbone font. Is yours made of poop? Well, you know it is. High quality.
That's right. It could be the posh, trendy thing of the future.
I'm sure.
Poop paper.
If a Kardashian does it at some point, you'll know it's in.
There you go. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Chad, hopefully the next time we do this, I will be more prepared and it won't suck quite as much.
Well, I hope that
I have...
I hope that I contributed something to the conversation.
I think it probably was the best part. And if there's anything good here, it's because you were on the show today, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me on. I can't wait to do another podcast with you when we hopefully talk about Star Trek Discovery, because I have tons to talk about with that.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to do, I know that you want to talk about Star Wars too.
Oh, yes,
and,
absolutely. I have opinions.
We'll probably have to do 2 different episodes. Because, if we put Star Trek and Star Wars too close together, everything might implode.
Yep. there might be some sort of Blinovitch limitation effect that will happen. That's a Doctor Who reference, folks, and if you don't know what that is,
oh, cool. I don't even know what that one is, and I know you want to talk about Doctor Who at some point as well.
Yep.
So we'll have.
I got lots of nerd that I can show.
Yeah. We'll just. Oh no. Anyway, we're gonna steer right away from that and into the end of the episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to write to me and tell me how terrible this episode was, my address is 2geeksoup@gmail.com. We're on Twitter and Instagram at 2geeksoup. The Facebook page is 2geeksoup. We're recorded at Soundmind Studios with production support by Lee Earnhardt, and even though it probably means that I am the apathetic hall monitor, this podcast is a proud member of the More Than One Lesson faculty.